wataondoka siku moja. Wataondoka siku moja. Mimi nakubaliana na huyo ndugu yangu, wataenda nyumbani, wataondoka siku moja. Hawezi kudhulumu watu, kufanyia watu namna hii. Na sisi wananchi wa Kenya, hiyo ni kitendo ambayo sisi tunasema hatuwezi kukubali, na tunawaeleza wakuu wa serikali yetu wachukue hatua ya kidiplomasia ya kuzungumza.
Daktari Fred Okengo Matiang'i has once again responded to President William Samoei Ruto on mentioning him several times on the deaths that occurred during his reign as the Waziri wa Interior, that is, the Interior Minister during the reign of President Uhuru Muigai wa Kenyatta. Fred Matiang'i has warned President Ruto not to mention him on such a case, saying that there were many deaths that happened at the hands of President William Samoei Arap Ruto. Before I continue, please, I beg for your subscription. Daktari Fred Matiang'i has responded to President Ruto, asking him not to dare him. If he wants to investigate, let them go and write reports on the deaths of Msando, Jacob Zuma, and the rest, Kipto, and the rest. He has said that had happened controversially, and asking that by then the president now was the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya, and he was among those people who were to see, or who sat on the confidential meeting of the president and also Security Council. So he should not distance himself from such cases. Dr. Fred Matiang'i has also asked Ruto not to be quick to mention his names during the utterances of such controversial deaths during his reign. Let's listen from Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i.
Twende mbele. Let us go and explain some of these things that have happened even before 2023, so that we can now move forward together as a country when all facts and everything has been heard and resolved. And we can deal with the unresolved matters that have not been conclusively investigated. Whether we start with Musandu, we come to Jacob Juma, we come to Kenei, we come to River Yala and everything else. Let these things be investigated by an open public inquest, so that this is sort of twende mbele. We explain and face the public on these issues, because some of these issues are raised and we keep this merry-go-round, where we are always telling stories only when they are convenient and so on to us. It should come to an end, because a country of our size, our age, should never go through this kind of thing. So I ask my colleagues that now let us be true to the course that we are following. Let these things be dealt with publicly. And I pray we should never have a recurrence of this. So we should spend the time now asking the question, how are we going to stop another recurrence of this?
But remember, the president himself started this. He was in a service and dragged Matiang'i into the death of the Yala River, asking him that he should put and remember them through an anniversary instead of supporting the Gen Z anniversary that happened on the June 25th. Let's listen to what President Ruto told Dr. Fred Matiang'i.
My friend, you don't know who you are dealing with. Na hawa wengine hawa, mtu mwingine mkutano kubwa inapigwa kelele kama hapa, analala. Alafu sasa yeye anatuambia maswali, sijui nini, tunaongea mambo ya sijui nini, sijui maandamano nini, watu wamefanya nini. Kwanza ujajibu maswali ya watu, mumeweka River Yala, mumeua watu, kaweka River Yala, bado hujajibiwa. Utafanya memorial ya hiyo siku gani? Kwanza ndio ukuje utupatie lecture. These people, they are useless. Wacha niwaambie, hii ni watu wako chini sana.
Kenyans have come out to defense of Matiang'i, saying that Matiang'i is the most competent leader that Kenya needs to reset the messes President Ruto has put in Kenya, where Kenyans are suffering, Kenyans are going through a lot. There is insecurity, there is growing sense of goonism in each and every part of Kenya. That is why Kenyans are claiming and saying that they need Matiang'i to restore this country from the hands of barbers. There is a lady who was explaining why she feels like Matiang'i is the best bait for Kenyans ahead of the 2027 general elections.
Cheap politics. Matiangi does not play cheap politics, and as a country we have gotten to a point where we are tired of promises. We want execution, and Matiangi has proven in the previous position that is held in the country, he has proven to, just like she said, to make systems work, and that is, I think, probably the most difficult thing to do. It is not easy to make systems work, at least not in this country.
Would he probably make a SHA work?
Well. We are not living in a balloon fantasy where we sit and think, would he, can he? I think the best thing we can do is look at the previous experiences. When he was assigned jobs to do, did he deliver? If he did, then we have high hopes of him delivering in the next future, because we look at past experiences. If somebody was given something to do and they did not deliver, what makes us think that in the near future they will all of a sudden change and deliver? But if they did,